What's up guys, John here back at it again with another review. Today we are doing a review of Universal Studios Hollywood. I didn't actually film anything, so I just took the Universal trailer for Orlando because I couldn't find one for Hollywood. Just to have something in the background, keep people's minds, at ease and whatnot. But if you guys have been to Universal Hollywood is where I went to. Universal Orlando offers quite a bit more options of rides and amenities and all kinds of cool stuff, but Hollywood is still a fun time. We went there for 2 days back to back. It was a Tuesday and a Wednesday. We stayed I don't know, 10 miles away, 15. It wasn't very far away. But two days back to back, good time. No fast passes into the summer, so it was kind of busy. We did do the early access to the Super Mario Bros. World, and I would highly recommend that because it is busy in there all day. And I am talking all day. That ride is slammed. Like 2+ hour wait time. We got there at 7 o'clock, went straight to Super Mario World on day one, went and did the ride right out the gate. I would highly recommend that because there's plenty of time to walk around in there afterwards. A lot of the other stuff in the Mario World is super kid oriented and requires a wristband. You can collect coins, do little things, explore little areas. Super kid oriented, but still neat if you're a fan. We went to Toad's Cafe afterwards. Make a quick reservation for that. The food there was great. We had a 9 a.m. burger and a tiramisu little Toad block, which was really neat and super good. That tiramisu was fantastic, even for the time of day. Would highly recommend that. And then throughout the next, bit of the 2 days, we rode the Mummy ride, which is an absolute classic. If you've never done that, I would highly recommend it. Roller coaster like. They did shorten it up at Hollywood a hair, but it's still fun and worth the wait. We had, kind of I would say 45-minute wait times most of the time for that. I don't think we really waited anything over an hour for the Mummy. We rode it 3 or 4 times. Jurassic World, another great one. I am a huge fan of the Jurassic Park ride, and they switched up Jurassic World a while ago. I haven't been in so long, so this is a new, some of the rides were a new experience for me because they changed things up, added new stuff. But the Jurassic World ride was fantastic. We rode that 3 times. 2 of them, the wait times were maybe the first one was 10 minutes, the next one was half an hour. Then the last one was 2 hours. And it was a long ass wait time, and it's very fun. It's a great ride. You get a little wet if you sit in the first couple rows, so just be warned. But another fantastic highlightable ride. To continue on the lower lot, we have the Transformers ride, interactive video / moving around. I would say that one is well worth the wait. For the majority of it, you are indoors while waiting, so you have some AC going on and some interactive little walk around type stuff to keep your brain kind of focused on something other than the waiting. So that ride was killer. And then they do a meeting of Blue, the Velociraptor from Jurassic World, in the lower lot as well. So we stuck around for that. Got to see some kids interacting with that and whatnot. It was pretty cool. They also do the interaction with Optimus, Bumblebee, and Megatron, which is, if you've never seen that before, I would recommend that on top of that. Heading up the multiple layers of escalators. It's 4 layers of escalators to get to the top. We stayed in the Harry Potter world for quite a while. I would say, some highlights from that was the Forbidden Journey ride. I would highly recommend that. A great ride. Interactive screen, but also moving around, shifting. The wait time wasn't too terrible if you get there kind of earlier in the day and do it. In the afternoon, it did, get up to the hour and a half, 2 hour waits. I think we ran that 3 times, well worth it. The Flight of the Hippogriff at Universal Hollywood kind of sucks. It's maybe 15 seconds long, it doesn't feel very long, and we waited in line for a solid hour for what felt like 15-20 seconds worth of ride, so that's a skippable one. Wouldn't recommend that. Food wise in the Harry Potter area, I would definitely recommend the butterbeer. 100% get that, especially on a warm day, a nice cold butterbeer. Oh my goodness, it's like cream soda, um, vanilla-ish. It's super good. Highly recommend the butterbeer. They were doing night shows, so on the second day, we actually stayed until nighttime, and they did a fantastic light show. They also will do like Death Eaters walking around and roaming and kind of harassing people a little bit. There's lots of little trinkets, treats, all kinds of cool stuff you can get. Robe, there's so much merch in that area. If you're a Harry Potter fan, so much merch. They also have wands. You can go to Ollivanders and they do a like wand ceremony for a random person in the crowd, and then you can purchase wands, some generic ones, and then all of the movie wands are there to be purchased. Super fun experience with that. Hopping out of the Harry Potter area, which I think was a big highlight for me because I've never done that, and that was something I was super excited for. They have like the Simpsons area, which if you're a big Simpsons fan, they have a lot of stuff. You know, I like The Simpsons, but I'm not like a die-hard fan. So, you know, we went to Krusty Burger, we had a Lard Lad donut. Both were pretty good. The burger was okay, you know, just nothing special, but the donut was pretty solid and absolutely enormous. So, you know, those are some stuff worth getting for the experience. They show a lot of like little reruns of The Simpsons inside the store. Pretty crowded, honestly. Didn't go on the Simpsons ride. It wasn't really on the top of our priority list, and we wanted to hit some other rides multiple times instead of doing that one. They also have some like kid fun areas over there in the Simpson ride situation. Lots of food trucks and other kinds of food options. The Quickie Mart, you know, all kinds of stuff like that, which I think is really cool. You can take some pictures there, get some merch, do a lot of interacting and whatnot, which is neat. We hit up the studio tour, which I think is a must if you've never been to Universal Hollywood before. Even if you have, it's still cool to do the studio tour. It takes about 45 minutes. You get some history, you know, a chance to sit down and relax a little bit, and a chance to see some cool stuff, you know, some behind the scenes of movie making and locations. And then there's a couple little interactive rides in between for Fast and Furious and King Kong, which I thought was neat. Some history on those movies too. After the studio tour, you know, let's see, what else did we hit up there? They have a Fast and Furious section with all the movie cars there. Not all of them, but like the most popular ones. We checked that out. We went to the Waterworld show. If you've never seen that, that is a must-do. Waterworld is fantastic. A great show to hit up. Also a good chance to sit down and kind of take a load off for, you know, like 20 or so minutes. If you're sitting in the first few rows of those seats, though, you will get absolutely soaked. And I'm talking like you just jumped in a swimming pool type soaked. Like, you're going to get wet. So those shows are great. They have a lot of interactive meets with like Universal characters, Shrek, Trolls Doll, Beetlejuice, Donkey, the Scooby-Doo gang. They had all those characters roaming around at different parts of the day where you can meet, take pictures, do fun stuff. They had a Kung Fu Panda ride, which was pretty entertaining, a little sit down and the chair moves around type of ride. Mostly show type stuff for that. Cool little ride to get you off your feet. They have a Silly Kid Funland, which is like a mini water park-ish type thing with other little kid activities in there. I've been to that multiple times when I was younger, and that is a fantastic way to burn off some energy, cool down the kids a little bit. Lots of great food options. I mean, we mostly ate inside the park, and then we went to some restaurants outside that we had, you know, we don't have where we live, and checked those out. Universal City Walk's great. Got some merch there. Shitload of stores to walk through. Some you might not have in your city, so I highly recommend spending some time in the City Walk. But you know, overall, the highlighted rides for me were all in the lower lot. Actually, not all. For me, it was Jurassic World. I'm still a diehard fan of that ride. The Forbidden Journey ride was really cool. And the Mummy ride is also a classic in my book. The one that's kind of surprised me, it being super good, is the Transformer ride. That's in my top 5. And definitely a great one to check out. If you're, if you do get motion sickness, which I do sometimes, it's You know, if I ride rides too fast back to back, I'll get a little motion sickness, so I kind of got to move around and do certain stuff and whatnot to kind of even things out. Just be careful about that. But I mean, it's hitting a lot of, hitting a lot of the categories that you like in terms of shows, rides, merch, food. It's just a great overall experience. And if you haven't gone, I would highly recommend planning a holiday and hitting up Universal, especially if you're a fan of any of these franchises or anything like that. It's just super cool to at least do once. So anyways, that's also why I haven't been posting this week, because we've been gone. It was quite a bit of a drive for us to get there, do everything, get back and all that, and it was just a great time. So I hope you guys liked my little review of my Universal experience. Like, comment, subscribe. Any comments, throw them down below, and I will see you all next video. Peace.